only. This is like these microphones.
Yeah.
These are actually kind of a good. Yeah. So I was just editing this vlog and I met with
Preeti Dwivedi.
Preeti. Nice meeting you. Preeti, yeah. What you were asking?
So yeah, I was asking that you told me that you came to Bangalore and
Yeah.
before Bangalore you were in Rishikesh.
Yeah.
So what's your story? You're working as an IT person?
So I work as remotely, or like during COVID I shifted to Himalayas, and in 2019 I went to Rishikesh, and so I decided, like, you know what, it's an alternative lifestyle. You have to be in that lifestyle, So yoga is like very close to me, as in you need a framework for a person to be stable,
Yeah.
Yoga gives you everything. It's not at all just a surface of asanas. That's why I don't focus much on asana, although I do hatha yoga mostly. But that's what, when I decided, I need and COVID was a big thing, first time happened and different thing. So I just shifted there, and I thought, like, why can't I work there? So anyway, luckily I got this part of this job, and no one allows this. So this company, like, they never asked me anything, where are you? So every month I would decide, I'm going to leave it. There's no point, right?
Yeah.
So I never felt like working, so I stayed, continued. And recently only some mess up happened, and after 5 years I had to come to Bangalore to meet them.
Okay.
So I don't even know who I was working for and all.
Okay.
So in
Wow.
COVID I onboarded, and stroke of luck, like, it never happened. So of course I had no plan to be like working, but I never felt like working. So I stayed, I did whatever I wanted, and in those minimal time I could execute a lot of things.
Okay.
So stayed put, worked on the project. Basically stayed there, yoga, traveling, and lots of things. Only last year I started to document and vlog. So
Okay.
vlogging, as in, like, I just put, this is my yoga learning. So I'm trying to see how you can learn about it.
Okay. So why did you choose yoga? Because there are a lot of things, like in Rishikesh, people spend their time learning about yoga from the trainers, and then leaving a job. It's a major thing. How did you transfer?
So I didn't leave, right?
Okay, you're
In
working.
fact, I'm not to, practically it's like nomad life. So my whole idea was not to, like, but you can say it's luck, right? So no one asked from the company, I continued with the inertia.
Okay.
There was no update, nothing. Like, it's basically, so I worked, whatever was like on the mail, whatever we are talking on the team, okay, this has to be done. I'm doing it on the fly while traveling, like biking and all.
Wow. That's really cool company.
Sir?
It's a cool
It's
company.
not cool. I mean, everyone is doing it. It's just, it was, as I'm saying, it's kind of, I got lucky.
Yeah.
It's not. I just realized it's not that kind of it was just a client who never asked to come.
Yeah, because now the companies are starting with hybrid mode. And
that's what happened, right? That's why I'm here. Otherwise, I would have stayed for 10 more days.
Okay. So
it's basically, it's once in inertia, I'm not.
Yeah.
The chednira mein samne se. That's what happened. So,
and in my case, I used to propagate, put in social media that I'm traveling and all.
Yeah.
So yeah, my colleagues come to know, she's traveling here and there with the work.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you have traveled around, right? Himachal, Rishikesh.
Yeah, I've traveled.
Rishikesh you have been, right?
Yeah, I've been to Rishikesh, and I was talking about Yog Shakti. Said, who is into yoga, and I see his YouTube channels, videos and all. So I'm really inspired by him. So somewhere I have two mindset. One is to work in the material world, and the other is to work in the yogic world as well. So I'm inclined to yoga as well. So
shit, that's the problem with yoga.
Yeah.
I always end up having a spiritual talk, although I'm very casual about it. For me, yoga is a very powerful framework. Think of it like programming,
Yeah.
How you do programming?
Yeah.
Yoga is programming of your body. So if you're a good programmer, you will program your body as well, right?
Yeah.
So,
but it's like yoga chooses people. So what?
Although people will abuse me for saying yoga because it's yoga.
Yeah, it's yoga.
But it doesn't matter, like, what do you say.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point. I thought, like, there's a big concept of being present. Because I met a lot of cool people, it's like, I'm far smarter than anyone you meet here. That's the thing. So the moment I started documenting all those beautiful experiences, gone. But that's fine, I have to share something also. Last year when I started blogging, I had to leave a lot of those cool, whenever you start recording, a lot of good things go away.
Yeah.
Because you are now in a different mode.
Yeah.
But before that, luckily I was meeting a lot of yogis and I stayed in ashrams. You can check. Although I just put small snippets that this was a glimpse, but that's hardly captures, meeting some people in Gangotri and all, hiking, traveling.
Okay.
And so that's why I got a bike there and just started working. So that's why I put like after 5 years I came to Bangalore,
Okay.
and there was my first event. So I was strongly into AI philosophy and ethics.
Okay. Okay. So I have just one curiosity that for me, I think I was most like from last 10 years,
Yeah.
I was into materialistic things.
Yeah.
I wasn't into spirituality. Spirituality came into my life unknowingly through subtle ways.
Yeah.
What led you to come into yoga, and then you are discovering a lot of things including yoga and technology,
Yeah.
using the AI and all?
I'm working that's the thing. I'm not able to leave that. That's a serious thing, and in fact I started doing that because I believe this is a right framework. So it's like a framework which I'm calling my research, which my mind is occupied in
Yeah.
leisure time.
Yeah.
That it's a framework for the coexistence of machines and humans.
Yeah,
you know? I was not at all interested in doing, but the way things are happening and heading, because I have a background of working in AI, we had a startup in 2020. I think we got selected in Canada, So I led the AI team of that startup.
Okay.
So very early. So I had a good trajectory, but I should not be doing all this. I should have been up very good with money, right?
Yeah.
But right now I'm just bargaining for 500 rupees or something.
Yeah, that happens. Once you start with something new, it takes time, and then
Yeah, but that's the
eventually.
whole point. It's luck. You can imagine. I had no plan. Every month I would think that the moment the pressure goes more than this threshold, I'm leaving. And I stayed like. In fact, that was a background. Like it always happens. If you're working somewhere, there's always a background thing going. No
Right.
matter how leisure they are, there's a right.
There are.
Or you say that strike and.
I can completely understand because I have traveled and while working remotely, so I have seen that there are always in the pictures and the videos you see that the person is enjoying, but there are always background things.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I took the bike. I bought the bike just for that. That's the one investment. If you say I'm leaving everything, but I bought the bike, just to get. It's an off-roader. I just got this.
Which company? Expert.
You do bike?
I am no Himalayan one. I'm more interested on that. Yeah.
So I just brought Himalayan a friend. So he was also in Rishikesh, so it's a different thing. But right now, when I started with so that bike I took because I want to travel. So this product also have a plan. Let's say if it's there, so my plan is that I'll travel around the Himalayas and launch this product.
Okay.
So this is that ideation. Let's see. So I need some good like if someone is willing to like put some this thing, so it will be like a series, a practical, because my idea not to launch the product only but make it experiential. So what I'm saying is that your life experience is not different from what you're building.
Right.
So what usually happens with products is that you build something
else,
and you say that okay, well, I have to leave everything and focus on that. That's also good. To be honest, you will definitely achieve it. It's a very smart. But someone has to experiment something new, right? So what I'm saying is that make it your lifestyle itself and let it guide you. Right now I got a lot of opportunities, but it's not in my evolution trajectory. So I never went with those, okay, let's go big and start making high-end vlogs.
Okay.
Now I have a plan that, this product is LMA there, and it's kind of, our idea is that Yogify is that it's connect very exclusive mystical yoga knowledge, right? So think of it, if you go there, you can connect with local yoga teachers, right, for sure. And exclusive classes, which I have a good connects. So I'll onboard them.
Okay.
It's a whole new science. Yoga is like unexplored domain, even right now. I thought like with social media, but all that are on surface.
Yeah. If right now you're telling me, I'm thinking, are there any apps or someone who has connected those yogis?
I'm surprised if it's not popular. I'm 100% sure there has to be. I never did the research because it doesn't matter to me, right?
Yeah.
It's an evolutionary project for me. So it evolves with me.
Yeah.
So even if someone has brought the solution, I will anyway develop it because. But I'm really surprised no one did that before. I don't know a platform where yoga is very like you can go and that I can connect to yoga teachers. I don't know if you know.
See, I am sure that there might be one or two. I think websites or portals are there. There we can get the yogis as well. But I'm not sure that the genuine people. You don't meet the genuine people.
Exactly.
Tell me about your experience. You have traveled so much.
I stayed in Rishikesh mostly, and that's my biggest. The moment I bought the bike, I did 2 trips,
Okay.
and that's the interesting thing that then I realized if I start next trip, right, I'm
Yeah.
leaving everything for sure.
Yeah.
And my family situation, and anyway, that's a couple of things are that
Yeah.
I can't take this hasty decision
Yeah.
right now.
Right.
Because it's so addictive that then I decided, you know what, it's better
Yeah.
to stay at one place because let the other people travel.
Yeah.
Because that's not the, but that's what I decided, you know what, this is way too addictive. The travel
Yeah,
is, right?
it is because I have last 2 years I was traveling and with my work I was working and traveling, but then when as soon as I stay in one place, I get an urge. Okay, now you have to go. It's too late. It's been a week. You haven't visited any places. You could have done this also, this also.
Yeah.
And then I think there's nothing constant in your life. So that
It's a phase, I think.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how long you did 2 years of travel, right?
yeah, I did 2 years of travel and
Yeah.
that I think everything around me was changing. My work, I'm changing my places. There's no stability. Now I felt that's the reason why I'm in Bangalore, though my work is remote, is because I'm now finding a place where I can settle down. I can put my things and I can roam all over the world and then come back. I'm like, yeah, this is something where I'm settled now and I can document and do again the same thing that you're doing.
So you want to do
Not into
content
like
creation,
yeah,
right?
into content creation and travel
Okay.
because I meet so many people. The stories that are there, they really like I have stored in my mind that okay, I have met this person. He has gone through so many phases of his life. He told me about it and what I learned from him and or her. So recently, like staying here also. So I'm like a visionary person. So like, not a visionary, like I think in the terms of visual, imaginary
Yeah.
things. So when I talk to people in Draper also, where we are staying right now, so I met a girl and she's into again I think meditation practice in an
Okay.
unconventional way, and I wanted to hear her story, and then when she told about her, and I came to know okay, she has gone through so many things, and then too she's like into such a like mystic art she's working on meditation within like
She's still
unusual-
here?
She unfortunately she left 2 days back.
Did
so,
I
yeah.
meet?
No,
What's her
you
name?
haven't met. Sorry, her name, she would kill me.
No, that's okay.
Her name is, I'll tell you. It's Neha.
Acha, Neha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you haven't met her.
There was a girl who attended my yoga session. I don't know if that's not Neha
Okay,
for
no,
sure.
no.
Not Neha.
Because if you have met her, I would have known because we were staying in the same room.
Yeah,
So,
not
yeah.
Neha for sure.
So yeah, I think I learned a lot of things. Like I met a other guy also. When what his story? He's working on a startup. He's working so much, and other people are
Who
also,
isn't in Bangalore? Everyone is.
everybody. But I am not into it right now. So I'm thinking about it. I'm putting myself in this situation that okay, start working, see around yourself.
Yeah.
Everybody is working on their startup. You should have something, a child to nourish and to grow,
Yes,
so that
yes.
later part of your life it will be a.
So I'm doing it
fruitful-
out of necessity. To be honest, that's why I decided last year that because I left on a couple of philosophical like issues only. Like when I was developing the AI itself. So I'm not a deeply involved developer. You know about like tech, right?
Yeah.
You're analyst itself, right?
Yeah.
You're analyst.
Yeah,
right?
I'm a SAP consultant, but I know because I've done my
So you have
BTech
to
computer science.
give big words in tech to impress.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know those,
We use those. We use those. But yeah, everybody I think is known about AI now.
For sure,
Everybody
for sure.
is talking
So
about it.
surprisingly, I decided to leave that and there was one statement which forced me to leave this field altogether, which was
What was that?
that I was actually trying to train this model, and like I was trying to train this model to detecting the plant diseases,
Okay.
in 2019 or 2020, I guess.
You mean plant diseases?
Disease, right?
Okay.
So that time, so it was I was training this model, and
Okay.
I was the part of this startup also, and I was
Okay.
in Bangalore in there.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, this was a new field, and people are working; they can see what's upcoming, right? So I was
Right.
way too early. So I thought, like, oh shit, this is the cool thing, and I think I should. That's one way of dominating and being the powerful in the world,
Yeah.
And then call it the Indian mindset, or like we have our own way of crashing, so it's like philosophical. We have our own perspective, the
Yeah.
Eastern perspective.
Yeah.
Basically, you're trying to develop a intelligent machine, right?
Yeah.
And you don't know what is intelligence.
Yeah.
I couldn't define this sentence. What is intelligence,
Mm.
So that was so messed up, and then started looking for the answer for that. Like, what is exactly intelligence? Do you know what is intelligence?
I think. Have you found the answer of intelligence?
That's
See,
what prompted me to leave everything.
See, I'll tell you. Intelligence. I
It
think.
gave the answer to all the philosophy. That's what I'm saying. My entry into philosophy or spirituality, whatever you call it,
was
for the
because of
sake
this word.
what the, so it's like I call it the snake at 99, right? You have Samsuri, the game.
Yeah.
So there's a snake at 99, like you reach almost at the target. Like I have a trajectory, right? From Canada, like, and now I can have a good alumni network. I should be going the usual trajectory, right?
Yeah.
And then this happened. Like it's a very basic question.
Yeah.
So what is intelligence? So this one question, if you try, for me, I think that was a very powerful question, and it's like if you, I was keep visiting it because I'm trying to train better models. I'm trying to see what is upcoming next trend, right?
Okay.
And that's like I was that does at 99 by the snake, and I came back to the zero. And came, so it keep on revisiting, you know, because I want a framework. I want, like, I'm building a very cool AI and I want to build it.
Yeah.
So how should I build it, and how I would say that, okay, what's the benchmark of intelligence? That's what they have come up with, open chat GPT and all, and but I had a totally different revelation, like shit, this is not. So that's how I went into the spirituality.
Okay, what was your revelation that you got?
Oh, it will take a lot of time to talk.
If you can sum up into
don't talk about that. You'll be in silence for that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's basically a silence. So that's what I'm saying, is whole of for what people call it enlightenment, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So that's how I started. Like anyway, being in India, like you know about sannyas and all those things.
Right.
So anyway, you know from that's very different from the Western and Eastern mindset. Right?
Yeah.
So this what happened is that, okay, so my entry is like totally unknown, like that you never imagine, like when they are chilling and cool and trying to project your career.
Okay.
Right? And suddenly one good question, and like you're done. Like if I can't explain it what I'm building then, right?
Yeah.
So then they're building a relative. I decided to go for absolute intelligence, right?
Yeah.
So you can tell I'm enlightened or something.
No, but it's really a good story. This, I think.
Yeah, I can be very good. That's the only. I mean, that's what I'm saying. This small thing can be very good, a marketing thing for sure. But I can assure you, like that's the thing. I mean, so it's not like people are not. So that's why I decided what is the intelligent framework for humans. You know how you can. We're talking about machines, so my approach is very hybrid now. I thought like we make humans also more conscious. So for us, the intelligence essentially means being more conscious.
Yeah. Yeah.
As an individual, you're not intelligent.
Yeah.
The consciousness is the true benchmark for us being intelligent.
Yes.
The more you say that I'm intelligent, you're entering into ego, right?
Yeah.
And you're what you call, like negating the actual intelligence, which is actually energizing you, right?
Yeah. I think you're absolutely right, because I think people who are consciously so evolved, they will say the same, that intelligence something it's beyond us.
Yeah.
People who are more conscious and more aware, more awakened, I think it is something from like super consciousness. It comes to you. You cannot define it that it's infinite. You cannot define that.
Exactly. So
Intelligence.
how do you define? So you can't quantify infinity, right?
No.
That's what the big gap is, and that's what mathematics is like a game. It's made more too complicated, you know. You have to reach, like it's not going to give you answer. It will give you a relative sense of intelligence, you know. It's like it become a game.
Right.
So that's what they're modeling the same thing into. AI is a very serious thing, to be honest. At scale, it's going to be very dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Right?
What you're doing, right?
All I'm saying, it's not good or bad right now. It's just you don't know what you're ultimately projecting. You're creating at-scale services for humans. Something has evolved so quickly that you have to find a better framework.
I think it will be very difficult for the people who are, like, suppose you are from the AI perspective. People who don't know how to control, they don't understand AI. They can use it, but they don't know how to control it. That will be very difficult.
So the guy who created ChatGPT, his name is Ilya Sutsvikar. Like Ilya is the first name that I know for sure. So his one sentence is very powerful. He said that AI has the ability to create infinitely stable dictatorship.
Yeah.
Understand? So
it can, because that reminds me of one of the testings done by Facebook. So they had one project in which they had created two machines. Two machines were their own languages, and I think they have put inputs and they were expecting some outputs from them. And I think that didn't work out like that. So they left it. The two machines were there, and then they start talking to each other in a new third language.
It's happening. Yeah. So it
Yeah.
was old news that was. So they create a lower level of, like, you can say, intermediate language
Yeah,
for
yeah.
themselves. It's like more efficient.
Yeah.
That's why I mean recently, as I said, only recently I decided to now refresh my memory about AI, because I have a framework to work on.
Yeah.
So I'm onboarding, like, so I'm now again back. I would say I'm back, like, but I'm going not deep into coding now. I'm focusing more on the framework.
Framework.
But yeah, I can code also. That's not, because you can use ChatGPT and all. So that's what I did. I developed an app by myself.
Yeah.
But I'll take the help of a team now. So that's a learning. So I'm trying to do new
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
You need people. I think that's what I've learned till now in my 31 age, that you need people. You can do everything by your own, but I think that won't last for long. If you want to do for a longer period of time, you need people. You can that they will give their inputs, and that would create a much more difference.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think ChatGPT, that CEO is Samuel, no?
Sam
Samuel.
Altman, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and you have entered in such a, like, your quest started from what is intelligence,
Yeah.
and which is infinite, and I think you have taken it too forward through AI and
No, I
Other-
just left. So no. The question is, okay. My whole task is, let's say I give you a task. Okay, I gave myself a task. Like, let me create the most intelligent being. You know? That's what AI is all about. And that's people were doing that time. Also.
Yeah.
So we were having discussions. When I was on Next AI alumni, like Canada, it's you know,
Okay.
so our startup was top 21 like startup.
okay.
Like, Next AI. It's such a good
Wow.
AI this thing. Luckily, I got selected. And then I was a AI lead of our startup. But again, forget about that thing. The main focus was the alumni thing, which we were having discussions. That's when I never knew the point of view of anyone, right? And then when I started talking, I realized there's some serious gap.
Mm.
You can't build a model about everything. You know?
Yeah.
There are some definite things where you have to leave the mathematics.
Yeah.
It's all mathematics right now. So it will closely represent our living life, what we are living, you know, because that's
Yeah.
why we'll see humanoid bots around us for
Yeah.
sure, very quickly.
Yeah.
So that's what is definitely going to happen. But how you relate it to yourself. So, and I think Jiddu Krishnamurti, if you know,
Yeah. Jiddu.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, what is intelligence? I like his views for that for sure. I like that he has summarized a lot of teachings for West. So that's why I try to refer him,
Yeah.
right? But of course, the teaching is vast. So there are endless teachers.
Yeah.
But Jiddu is like the good reference for connecting with to the English speaking people, you know, people
Yeah.
who are not from
Yeah,
Eastern.
yeah, yeah. That's true. Many West people like are more inclined towards him rather
Yeah.
than from Indians.
Yeah, so he summarized a lot of things. So
Yeah.
it's better for. So why would I waste talking about some sage from India, like
Yeah.
unknown sage, you know? Even the pilot Baba who recently went away from Rishikesh, he was very popular. And these what I call this Amma, she's from Karnataka. She stays in Gangotri itself. I met her.
Yeah, I've seen a YouTube somewhere in the
Yeah.
YouTube it was mentioned.
I forgot the name. So yeah, my memory is getting weak now. But yeah, I just met her last year. Every year, 2 years I continuously met. And yeah, she stays there and she has her own story. She was US and everything. You can check it. But
Oh.
that's the whole idea. So what you talk to them and then realize, okay, there are some far deeper things.
I have one question regarding it. Like, this question is something really, really personal to me. Like, everybody approaches like to materialistic things. They want to have it.
Yeah.
They do have it, and they end up into spirituality after having that. Maybe at 50s, late in their life, and then they end up like, okay, what I have done is a waste of time. I should have done the spirituality now, and they start with that. Maybe one of the example that you
Yeah.
gave about that Amma. So she is doing that. So I think I'm like a person who has started very early. When he compares or she compares herself with a materialistic person, and she or he says that, yeah, I have been into this spiritual journey and I have not made that money, made
Yeah.
things which are very fascinating and which requires to live in this world, because you will be not appreciated, you will be not respected if you don't
Yeah.
have this. So who is correct? Because if he goes with that spiritual journey and not much being indulged into materialistic, so I think he loses his way, and the person who is into materialistic world and he has made things for him for securing his
Yeah.
old age, So I think, and then he's doing going into spirituality. I think that approach is much better, right? Because you have materialistic world and then
You're saying after living in materialistic world, it's better to that approach is better.
like 60% of your life live into materialistic world, and then 40% go in the later part of your life go into
It's not up
spiritual.
to you. It's basically your past karma also, right? It's not up to you. Basically, it's your past inertia also, right? Everyone doesn't have the same thing. So only thing is sure is that what is in your control, right? So that if you understand, then you can see what is in your control. If you try to navigate that, then you can create your life story. Otherwise, mostly it's created by something else. Your life is
yeah.
being shaped by something else. You know?
Yeah,
You're just enjoying it.
multiple
You can choose
factors.
to enjoy it. That's the whole point.
So what was your learning like when you met such people?
Yeah.
Such like one of the lady that you have met, she's still living in the
Gangotri,
Gangotri. So I think what was your learning about
So
it?
this was this one. She's known. That's why it's shared. So that's the place for. It used to be, now it's too commercial. But you still find people who are traveling and they're very pure. You know, and you talk to them, so there's different. So they are far more intelligent. That's the whole point. They're far more intelligent than any scientist. You know.
I think in that terms I'll say they are more aware of themselves, and they're more aware of the people who are coming to visit them. They know that what
Most of them
intentions
don't
and
want
all.
to meet anyone, to be honest, and they don't want anything. For
Yeah, they
anyone.
won't.
So that's the messed up part, and you can't commercialize those things. So there are some things you have to leave like that, pure.
Yeah.
You know, but that's also gone mostly because of traveling and all the videos and all.
Yeah,
So
that's
actual
absolutely
pure
wrong.
people are basically, but somehow, like I said, that this I'm forgetting the name of her. I call it her Amma. That's all. Right?
Okay.
So she's very known. Everyone knows her in Gangotri. So she actually, that's what. So if you talk to them, then you ask them. So you understand. Some people are somewhat comfortable, but most of them like are against it. So if you know camera, they will never talk, and they are not there to talk. It's actually disrespectful. This is the whole idea. Like in a simple way, like yoga is when I started doing, and to give it a very brief overview, that yoga is a very good framework, which like it's a deeper science, you know.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
plus, it's very
I agree with that.
personalized. It's not like every body type is different. You
Yeah,
have to find your fine tune,
yeah.
you know. So I was doing yoga, so that was the good thing. But the ultimate thing happened was last year I decided to, rather than asking for someone else, okay, how was your experience? I decided to document it, right? Of course, I can do asanas more better, but my focus is other than that, which is the mental aspect of yoga, you know. So that's why I started doing some different asanas. I'll keep on doing it, you know.
Any spiritual experience that you had in your life till now, or anybody else who has shared his or her experience, that this is something that I've been doing yoga, or maybe any spiritual experience in going to a certain place?
See, the brain hallucinates a lot. You know?
Yeah.
So a lot of people confuse that with this thing.
Yeah.
Although I don't know why I'm talking after a long time, so I feel I'm getting better clarity of what I'm saying. But brain hallucinates. A lot of people, that hallucination, they say that okay, that's extreme experience. It's not that straightforward. And I don't want to be Baba or something. You know?
No, because I'm really interested, because
Yeah, that's cool. That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
see, it's not difficult. It's very straightforward. All I'm saying is that suppose I'm building a model today. Let's say 5 years back, I'm building a Chat GPT. I know
Yeah.
what's upcoming.
Yeah.
So I'm a leader also. I want to build something. I want to be $1 billion very quickly, right?
Yeah.
So I would do that, right? So now I'm sitting here and said, okay, what is the smartest way to build the most intelligent machine?
Yeah.
So I'm on full throttle there, and suddenly, see, all I would say, I'm a bit more pure about this approach. Okay,
Yeah.
I will definitely answer. Try to. So that kind of got messed up, untangled, and shit. That's what I said. It's the snake at 99. It
Yeah.
took me again back to the.
But it's good that now you'll be coming with a better
Yeah.
approach and propounding with new meaning, new.
I'm doing it purely for safety reasons because I can see what's coming. It's very dangerous. Ethics is very important in AI. Ethical decision making, because everything you're saying is going to be automated. We will not do anything.
Yeah.
Any labor work will be gone. People, no one can even imagine right now. It's such a
Right.
new thing for everyone. So it's just like COVID, like how COVID happened and everyone forgets within a year or two. It's one of the rarest event like in your
Yeah.
lifetime, right? Have you ever seen people getting closed and
No, never.
Basically,
Nobody can.
yeah.
If anybody would have talked before COVID that this would happen, nobody would believe it.
but the most interesting thing, no one gives a shit now, right?
Yeah. Now they're like Omicron 3 wave
People
3
died.
came over, like, we'll handle it.
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
So it's human brain is like different, and you have to understand evolution also, right? So what I'm saying is that a person or a framework which have a better answer for these kind of questions: what is intelligence? What are humans? How we exist? You know.
Yeah.
And as a founder also, if you don't have better answer, you will never be able to create a better AI. You know.
Yeah.
AI is a very intelligent thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need a framework for that and
Yeah.
decision making.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I'm doing it out of necessity. It's not this thing, and maybe like it feels awkward to do this because I don't want to do this, to be honest. I just want, it's better to stay there and travel around, but I feel it's a very necessary thing.
Yeah, that's what was my next question, that I would ask that other people like my friends who are from Chandigarh, who are from other places, they stay over there and they travel all over the India and they explore and they document it,
Yeah.
travel places. But you are the first person who travels, who has traveled and also is willing to travel, but also not documented and building a product out of it. It's really
No, so
unique.
that's the thing. So that's what I'm saying. You're living is, and it's a new approach also.
Yeah.
You're going to, like, with all the upcoming techs, the
Yeah.
hybrid approach is far better. You know.
Yeah.
So you can work from internet is available everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Technically you are only limiting yourself, so to be honest I have far more distractions. This is why if I'm doing it right now, I would have postponed it, like you can imagine, man.
Yeah.
Maybe the day I arrived in Rishikesh, I could have thought of started building it. That's not the point. It's just, and that's why I decided to stay, because I know if I start traveling, I'm the biggest goner, because
Okay.
trust me, because bike is there and I can leave the family very quickly.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much time and leave.
Yeah, every travel has this.
Yeah,
This approach, yeah.
So it's a sense. So that's why I said, like, okay, let the people travel who are ready to travel. So I said, like, oh, let me keep the base here.
Yeah.
Nearby I can walk.
So you'll be staying in Bangalore only?
I don't know. I came for a week and decided working on, so I extended one more week.
Okay. Everybody is doing like that only. I came for a week and then I thought, okay, let's
So you came
extend.
from Gurgaon right now.
Yeah.
So you have not even done the yoga or anything. You don't do
So
it on a regular basis.
I have recently joined Heartfulness, so which is in Sarjapur.
So you come for Hatha Yoga, yeah? It's free for, that's what I'm launching, and I talk to some people.
Okay.
It's yoga for entrepreneurs, you know.
Okay, that's nice.
For me, everyone is an entrepreneur, to be honest with this.
Yeah.
And anyway, I have to put a word there, right? Yoga for something.
Yeah.
Catch.
Yeah.
Yoga.
Let me know when it is getting
Every morning,
started.
7 a.m.
7
You
a.m.
come here, I'll do.
Okay. 7 a.m. That's very hard because 7:30 I have on the class,
For?
that yoga class.
Okay. So in the evening, you can join.
Yeah, evening, yeah.
Yeah.
At what time evening?
So evening around 6:30 something.
6:30, no? I can join.
So you can do, so yeah, 6 to, at 7 you have, right?
Yeah.
So you come for
7 a.m.
7:30.
7:30 I have and 30 minutes to travel from here to there.
Oh, you go to some place?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like I like to be physically present. I can't, like, I think doing online is not.
So come, okay, that's fine for, like, for a couple of days you can, so 5, 6, so say how is 6 for you?
6
6
is
is
pretty
good.
good.
Yeah, let's do it. So 6 you do asanas and all.
Yeah.
And let's do it for 2 days, because anyway someone was joining at 7, they're not joining, so I can shift to 6.
Okay,
But the
cool.
moment it goes on, you see my idea is just do yoga. I'm not here to, like,
But Hatha yoga is very difficult, no? It's like.
Hatha yoga has different things, you know. You can
Okay.
check how I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to do. It's not physically intensive. Like, I can do
basic
couple
beginner.
of advanced asanas,
Okay.
but not all. And what in 1 year I have done is it's been like 3 months still remaining. So that's what in 3 months I'll full throttle, and so far that's why I got all the learnings. That's why I transitioned to product. So it's very evolutionary, experiential approach, I call it.
Okay.
So I'm not building something out of money or something. There is a need, like, okay, couple of yoga teachers want to connect to people. So I said I can solve it. That's it.
That reminds me of Isha Foundation. They have their app which gives the I think yoga trainings and all.
Yeah.
Basic yoga training, and also I think connects with the trainer as well. Not
Really?
in the terms of yoga. I think it's terms of
Isha is different.
Shambhavik.
Yeah.
Shambhavi
So
Mudra.
they market it very well.
Yeah.
My approach is, that's what I'm saying, I'm connecting. So what I'm saying, be there on the platform.
Okay.
Okay, these are exclusive. What I like, one unique thing is that there are some very exclusive teacher, and they are hardly known,
Yeah.
who can cure a lot of things of yours just through
I
asanas.
want to know because I need genuine people.
So yeah, that's why I'm popularizing, because if this platform is there, they can cannot come on board for commercial reason.
Mm.
But what they can come for is sure that if I show them the audience,
Yeah.
that your thing is going to impact a lot of people.
Yeah.
On that point, these exclusive people can come on board.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to do also. So I want this platform to share a lot of yoga for free. Okay, that's an important thing I want to put is that you share your class for free, at least introductory class, right?
Okay.
So that a person can do minimum yoga and learn something from you.
Yeah.
And then if you want to go exclusive and for your sign up class, you can always.
So it will be like location based also if I want
Yeah.
a nearby
Yes,
trainer.
that's definitely how came out of necessity. Like everyone asking, okay, can his location based?
Okay.
So yeah, it's been 1 week already, like 2-3 weeks. Before coming to Rishikesh, I sat for 2 weeks here to design and something. Basically that conceptualization, and now I'm facing a lot of this thing issues also. But I'll try to hire someone and resolve it.
Okay.
So Yogify is going to be that, and maybe that Hatha Yoga, that's why I started. So 2 days back only I started giving the session. So someone joined on day 1, second day you are welcome.
Yeah.
6 and all that. So you can have my number and then we can do. So I think this will also, I'll close it.
Yeah.
That was not supposed to be this.
This long. Yeah. Thank you so much for all the information.